All right, hello. So looks like we're live. So today, the hardback edition of the Lulu book arrived. Now, Dell has this, I believe. Brian received his like a week ago, and Brian did a private book look video for us to look at, and he already went through and examined, the book and talked about the quality of the book, etc. But I thought I would go ahead and show it here as what I'm looking at. And I literally just got home from our, my wife and I teach a Tai Chi class, and I just got home from the Tai Chi class. This was sitting on the stoop, and it was a little damp from the cold, and you can see how it kind of wrinkled the papers there. It wasn't wet, but it was damp from the cold, so that's not cool. But this gives you an idea what the red cover of the new matte red cover is going to look like. So that's very cool. I love that. So you can also see the spine now says Dark Age of Man. And there's the cover. So the thing that's the most obvious instantly is there is a red border around the face of the hardback cover book, right? Which is not around the mat. So you can see how the actual book art hits the bleeds on the mat. Right, there is it's actually the entire cover, and this of course isn't, because it doesn't go all the way to the edge of the hardback bleeds. And the reason we know that is if I put these two together perfectly, the hardback is that little bit bigger than the mat all the way around. See that? But that's why, right? The actual hardback, you can see how much larger it is than the actual 7x10 paper. So at least in a mat, everything is 7x10. It cuts it flush, right? 7x10. Obviously, with a hardcover book, it's the hardcover is going to be a little bigger than the book itself. Makes total sense, which means that the cover art is going to have to go beyond those bleeds, right? Or not. And in a way, it's best that it doesn't. Because if Dell had pushed this to the edge of the book, then this might have wrapped around or been cut off. And I'd rather the border not be cut off. But that's just to give you an idea. And again, everything's red, so you can see the red cover. There it is, man. Looks great. I love it. It's a matte finish on a hardback. Matte finish. Very cool. Okay, so I already talked about this. I like owning hardback books when I collect books, but I rarely use them because they're not practical as far as opening them and getting into reading them to the margins, etc. So again, you got to kind of, as Brian did so well in his video, he kind of broke open that. And this is hard for me. I hate cracking open hardbacks, but again, we can flex those open. Brian did this in his video, kind of flex it open. Break it in. Brian pointed out we got the gap there, right? Again, I don't know if we can really avoid that in this kind of hardback, right? The glue, though, inside is fantastic. There is no bubbling of glue on the back. No bubbling here. There's a little bit. There's a little bit of separation there in the glue. Right. So again, I told everybody I would share these proofs of our books as they come in so people know what they're buying. And I don't believe this is available because I don't think Dell has set hardback to purchase. I don't think you can buy the hardback on Lulu. So it's really kind of a moot point, as I don't think Dell is selling a hardback on Lulu. So don't worry, you can't really get this. So looks great. I will say this is kind of fascinating. So I want you to look in the hardback. You can see the page. Remember I said when I covered the matte book, you could not see the ink bleeding through on the other page. In the hardback book, we're seeing that ink bleed through from the other page. And that is not ideal, right? So let's see here. Let's find one with art. Remember I showed the torchbearer art on the matte version wasn't bleeding through the book. I can't even find the torchbearer now. There it is. So again, the torchbearer looks fine because it's black. Let's flip it over and look at the other side of that. Right? Right now, this is smoke. What you're seeing here is we have this kind of smoke effect on every page, which is very, very cool. But you can definitely see the text from the other page coming through the page in the hardback. So I'm not certain if something changed in the paper quality or if this was a richer, darker printing. It doesn't ruin it, but I definitely like the matte book so far better. I think the matte book better. And I like this red cover better. So our book, the book that we're selling on Lulu, is the paperback matte with the red cover. So there you have it. That's the look. A look at this. Looks great. And actually, once you get it open, no problem with reading it. No problem with holding it open and reading all the way to the gutters. Right? So many of these hardback books, the text is so close to the gutter, you have a hell of a time if you want to read it. I mean, you can see how close it is in the gutters, but that's normal. But you can open it to read it, right? And notice it'll set, and now that I've opened it and I've kind of broke it in, it'll set open. So you could set this on the table. It will stay open, right? Very good. The art looks great. The comic book pages, let's take a look at those real quick. And again, I don't know why I'm showing this off. We're not selling the hardback on Lulu. And again, I still haven't received the proofs for Drive-Thru-RPG, which are on premium. Those are premium. So that's going to be premium pages, premium color pages. So it's going to be more of a glossy page at Drive-Thru-RPG. So the art, I mean, the comic book still looks great. This is a great book. And it looks good. Let's go back here. So you can see, you can read down into the gutter. The book will hold open when I just hold it. It holds open beautifully. So very practical. You can use this just flipping through it. It stays, right? Not a problem. So this would work if we were to sell this. People could conceivably. Not bad at all. So let's go ahead and look at the mat again, just to show you what I mean by the letters not bleeding through. You can't see any text coming through from the page, opposite page at all. That's page 26. Look at page 26 in the hardback. And this is weird. I don't know why that would be, unless they're using a different paper. Unless Dell chose a different paper. Now look at that. You might be able to see it. You can just see bleed through from the back page. So there must be a slight difference in either the how dark this printed out. Maybe this just printed darker. Yeah, but the matte book has nothing like that, not even remotely like that. And the pages here look, yeah, I think they're the same quality paper. Yeah, they're the same quality paper. So I don't know. Unless that one is a darker ink or something, right? For some reason. But yeah, not seeing that on the mat. But there you have it. And the mat, of course, had the torchbearer on the back cover. But anyway, I wanted to share it. There it is. Just gives you an idea. It is great. I love that matte finish. It's got that very kind of, I can't explain it, almost velvety feel. I don't think it's leaving any fingerprints. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing, even with me putting my fingers all over it, I'm not really seeing any fingerprint show up there, which is nice. So pretty good. That's pretty good. So I don't know, again, one reason we're not selling the hardback on Lulu is I think the price, this is going to be our most affordable version. The Lulu matte color is going to be the most affordable option for people. The premium soft paperback color on Drive-Thru-RPG will be a little more expensive than this. And then our hardback on Drive-Thru-RPG premium paper is going to be the most expensive, because it's costing us so much. So this kind of is in no man's land. It's like, why have a hardback from Lulu if it's going to price itself kind of out? It's going to price itself in a way you can get the better premium paper book at Drive-Thru-RPG. I say that now, but I haven't seen it yet. It still has not been shipped to me. So it may turn out that we end up selling everything on Lulu if Drive-Thru RPG. If we can't get our Drive-Thru RPG stuff going, maybe we only sell it on Lulu and Amazon. We're going to attempt to get it set up on Amazon here in the next couple of days for those looking to see it on Amazon. So thanks for watching. Everybody have a great day. Goodbye.